Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to share a very quick tip in which you can reduce your prompt size specifically when you want to generate a summary of your text. So let's get started by looking at just few lines of code. I have already defined and written some portion of the code here, and first of all I am saying import OpenAI, which means that you should have OpenAI installed on your machine, and for this particular video you just need Python and the OpenAI installed. So apart once it is imported, next you need to associate the API key. So if you don't know how to grab your API key, I will quickly share with you once again. So log into your OpenAI, and on the right hand side, once you are logged in, you can see that view API keys. Click on this particular thing, and here you will see an option to create a new key. So if you know what your existing keys are, that's well and good, you can definitely use it. But in case if you don't know, then you can click on this particular button, create new secret key, and grab the key from here. Okay, so once this is done, you can either set that key in your environment variable, otherwise you can also go ahead and say OpenAI.api key equal to the key which you have grabbed. So in my case, I have already set this, so I will simply run this particular cell. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read a sample text file. Now the sample text file in this case is pretty small. I'm just taking a small file which is having 6 lines of text in it, and it is basically nothing but a grasshopper story which you must have heard in your childhood. It's about a grasshopper and an ant. So I'm not going to tell you what the story is because we want the summarized text to tell us what the story is all about. So here we are saying simply go ahead and read the sample text file. So this input underscore text will have the content of a text file. Then I'm saying generate the prompt. Now this is the traditional way of generating the summary. This is how we used to do without any shortcut trick or tip. So we will say we will create a prompt starting with summarize the given text for me, and this is what the input text is, and then you will define your engines and the default parameters for your model. So once this is done, let me execute these two cells as well. Okay, and I'm going to print the response for you. So here you can see the response is the grasshopper spent the summer hopping and singing but failed to prepare for the winter. When winter came, he was left without food and had to ask the ants for help. The ants reminded him that, and let me scroll it. The ants reminded him that if he had worked to prepare for the winter, he would have not have been in such a predicament. So this is what the summary is generated, and I hope you got an idea what this particular story is all about. So let me quickly show you how can we generate the same response with the different way in a shortcut manner. So what we are going to do is this is the variable in which we are having the text, and we are just appending this particular thing, TL semicolon TR colon. So what these few characters are doing over here is it will tell the system that okay, this is the text and you have to summarize it. So now you can see that how nicely we have reduced the size of the prompt. So earlier we were doing something like this, summarize the given text for me and then text. Now I'm not going to append all those characters. I'm simply saying take this text and generate the summary for me. And here the completion API is going to call in the similar fashion how we have done earlier. The only thing is the way you are supplying the prompt is different. So if you are supplying a huge prompt describing lot many things about what needs to be done, how needs to be done, then this particular thing can help you avoid some of your text. Now if I will run it, you can see that again the story is generated, the summary is generated, and it is almost in the same line. If you will go ahead and read this, you won't find much difference between the one which we generated above and the one which we have generated just now. So this was the tip I was about to share, and in order to summarize this, whenever you want to generate a summary, just append these characters TL semicolon TR colon. So this will tell this OpenAI system that okay, this is what the text is and generate the summary for me. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.